What is on your mind? You know where I am. Do not forget about me, please. Yes? Okay, say what you must. What? Where did this come from? By the gods, that was not funny. It is not nice to play with someone's mind like that. It is understandable. I am so sorry for what I did, my friend. I owe you. In the end, I hope we are a fantastic team, you and I. You are very kind. It is a beautiful gesture. But my debt to you stands. I have not come near to earning your forgiveness yet. I am happy you have come to peace with our past, but I cannot say the same for myself. I will know when I am ready to move on, but for now, the guilt I bear still weighs down my heart. Maybe that guilt will be there for the rest of my life. You calling me friend means the world to me. If all goes well, maybe one day I will be at peace with who I am. If that happens, it will... You cannot remove my guilt, but you have given me hope. Your words lighten my soul, but as far as my heart is concerned, I still have much to repay. Yes, you know, we have had a few adventures, my friend, but I will never forget one particular fight. It was the first time I ever came face to face with a dragon. It was wonderful and terrifying. I had been in my cell for quite a while, and it was more excitement than I was used to. As we fought side by side, I became aware that a new positive force was at work in my life. Despite the roaring, the pain, and the unshakable feeling of impending doom, I knew that I would always remember that moment fondly. We were magnificent together. When the battle was done and we stood victorious, I knew I was walking a better path. Thank you for helping me unlock my potential, and for giving my heart and soul a second chance. What is on your mind? I was wondering, what do you think of Skyrim's spiders? Acer, do you not enjoy the noises they make when you hit them? I can hardly stop thinking about them. Satisfying spiders splattering. Anyway, I just wanted to make it clear that I am always ready for some spider smashing. Good. Did you want to talk about something else? Yes, when we are not adventuring together, of course. Do you think it would be a wise move? You are kind, but I must refuse. Either I stay in my cell or I live with Langley. For now at least, those are my options. You are probably right. Things are fine the way they are. I am a little tired, but other than that, all is well. How is everything with you? I am sorry to hear that. Do you want to talk about it? The brutality. I am sorry for your loss. I know, my friend. I know. You probably always will, but it does get a little easier. That happens to me too. When it does, I try to remember them during some happy moment. It dulls the pain a little. I remember my mother and father reading to me, taking turns to do the voices in the story. How they made each other laugh. I remember Fergus getting his head caught in a basket and us both rolling about, giggling, trying to free him. I remember family hunting trips and the look of pride and amazement on my mother's face when I shot my first bird out of the sky. When I forget, then realize my family are gone, I visit them in these memories. It is a poor substitute, but a lot better than nothing. Of course. Remember, I am always here if you want to talk. You are generous, but I have a little of my own tucked away. The same place I keep my bread and writing materials. I will look after any money you... I would rather pay my own way. A little. I was wondering though, while we are adventuring together, would you mind if I did some looting of my own? Nothing big. What you say? Thank you. Now the possibility of a future exists. Maybe I should... Anyway, did you want to talk about something else? It is quite a story. Are you sitting comfortably? It happened about a week after the Japan job and my betrayal. After the Japan deal went sour, I managed to score a little skooma on the road. I used it and sat up all night staring at the stars. I decided I would end my life the next day. After what I did to Felix and you, I thought it best for everybody if I just went away. You are very nice to say such things. I am glad too. I watched the sun come up, then made a noose. My camp was high near the edge of a cliff. I fastened the noose to an overhanging tree branch. I used the last of my skooma, placed the rope around my neck, and jumped off. I will tell you, don't be so impatient. I remember falling, the twanging noise as the rope went taut, a brief moment of pain, a snapping noise. I thought it was my neck. Then I was falling again. The cliffs rushed past me. I thought, well, the rope didn't work, but the ground will do the trick. A wide ledge hurried up to meet me. I closed my eyes just before the impact. There was a smashing noise. Then I was underwater. I was suddenly underwater. What is so hard to understand? Try to pay attention. I had fallen through a thin layer of rock into a cave. I thought, well, the ground didn't kill me, but drowning should end my sorry life. The gods had other plans, though. A current dragged me to the surface, coughing and spluttering. That's when I heard them. I heard clucking. I was in a river being swept through a large cavern. It was dark, but I could make out many cages on the bank. Chickens strutted about outside the cages. I could smell magic. I gathered my strength and hauled myself out of the water. Inside the cages, people were bound and gagged. Ignoring the chickens, I rushed over and tried to open the first cage I came to. It was locked tight. Suddenly, I felt a pain in my foot. A chicken was pecking at me. I kicked it away, but it came back with reinforcements. I was in a flapping, pecking nightmare. I tried to get back in the water, but before I had gone a few steps, I was knocked unconscious. I awoke tied to a chair. There was a foul-smelling man studying me. I could hear the river nearby, but now I was in a crypt of some sort. Chickens and rabbits watched me from behind the smelly man. He said he was going to make me useful. I did not like the sound of that. My options were limited. I had no weapons, but I did have a little time.